You are not a prisoner in your own world. I'm so tired of being in the background, being in the shadows. You really have to release yourself from the mental shackles because you are a star in your own right. And you deserve to follow whatever footsteps it is that God has planned for you. You only get one life to live, but who said you couldn't reset as many times as you want to? There is nothing wrong with starting over. You can live as many lives as you want to, all in one life. If today you want to wake up and you want to be an author, you can write you a book. If the next day you want to teach dance classes, girl, get your groove back. And if all of a sudden you want to be a nomad and you want to travel the world and go off the grid and go completely silent, you can do that. The world is literally your oyster. You can do whatever you want to do. And I love that we're in the era where it's like, be free to be you. There's so many things that you can do out here. Do not box yourself in. I admire the fact that all of the people that came before us, that they worked jobs, did what they had to do, stayed there for 20, 30, 40, some 50 years. That's beautiful because they did what they had to do. And in most cases, they didn't have any other options. But today is different. You have options. You can restart your life, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm not starting over completely fresh, but I am creating a new roadmap for my life. I'm nowhere near where I thought I would be at this age, but I love where I'm at because I'm in a space where I am ready to create a new start something new. And this isn't my first time doing it. I have started over quite a few times. Now, when I say start over, I'm not necessarily starting over my whole life. I'm not moving to another state. However, I am changing up things in my creative space. I have been working on this podcast and I am 70 plus episodes in, and I love this podcast. But something that I realized is it doesn't show me enough. I feel like I'm just in a space where I want to be able to be more expressive. I want to show you guys who I am. I lived so many years being insecure about my weight, being insecure about my looks, being insecure about my dating status, being insecure about all the things, like worrying about what people thought about me, worrying about how people feel about me, worrying about if I'm doing enough for people. You know, am I deserving of love? Am I deserving of attention? Am I deserving of genuine people to be around me? I spent so many years worried about other people, and now I'm finally shining the light on myself. And girl, I wanted to shine bright. Do you hear me? I want to step into the spotlight and I want to bask in it. I'm so tired of being in the background, being in the shadows. And the crazy part is you really have to release yourself from the mental shackles, because I told myself, I was like, you know what? I want to do something where I'm like in the background. I don't have to be seen. I just want to make good money. You know what? I do better at helping other people make their dreams come to life. My dream is to help other people make their dreams come to life. Saying that today, that shit sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. It's one thing for you to jump in and say, you know what, I do really good. I'm a supportive friend, I'm a supportive spouse, I'm a supportive sister, cousin, or whatever. I am great at supporting people when they need me. But that is not my life. Your life should not be you being a supporting cast. You are the main character in your world. I'm the main character in my world. And it took me 36 years to finally get to the point where I am confident and I am secure enough within myself to be able to really say, I'm no longer a supporting character. I'm no longer the bridesmaid. I'm no longer standing in the background. I don't want to be in the shadows. I don't mind lending a helping hand, but my purpose is not for me to sit in the back and help somebody else build their dream life. I have dreams too. I have things that I want to do too. And there are people that may not like it. There are some people that may feel very uncomfortable in what I'm doing and how I'm doing it because I'm putting myself first. I'm putting myself first. I'm going for what's for me. I'm going after what's meant for me. And once you accept that, there's this burning desire that literally makes it hard for you to even sleep at night. If you're not doing the things that you want to do, if you're not doing the things that are fulfilling to you, if you're not doing the things that truly, truly make you happy, you are not a prisoner in your own world. Sure, I am single. I do not have any children. I do not have any pets. I am free to move as I please. All that means is when I make a decision, nobody else is affected. I don't have to worry about if this is going to uproot you, if this is going to make you feel uncomfortable. I have the luxury of not having to deal with that. But I want to encourage you, as you bring people into your life, don't lose that. Don't lose putting yourself first. If you are the strong piece that holds the glue, that holds everything together, if you are the glue in all of these people's lives, you have to put yourself first, because basically you've accepted the fact that they're not going to put you first. So if you start to go under, who's going to save you? A lot of caregivers neglect themselves. So while you're making sure everybody has their pieces in place, you're letting yourself slowly fall apart. And then once you fall apart, everybody's looking at each other like, what are we going to do? And I completely get that, because while I do know that I don't have a family to support, I don't have a spouse that's looking at me for dinner, I don't have any children that's tapping me on the shoulder saying, Mom, what are we going to do? I don't have any of that. But I had a lot of people that depended on me for emotional support, and I bared it. I bared it for so long that I lied to myself, and I told myself that I didn't have the energy to do and invest in the things that I needed to do for myself, because I was so willing to give all of my energy to other people. While they weren't meaning anything bad by it, they probably really did need the help. They probably really did need somebody to talk to. They probably really did need somebody to lean on. But I finally got to the point to where I'm like, you can't lean on me anymore. I'm not that person. Let me give you resources. I'm going to share with you the same resources that I found for myself, because I am no longer your kickstand. You cannot call me to dump all of your trauma on me. You cannot call me to dump all of your baggage on me. You cannot call me to dump all of your drama on me, because I don't have the space for it, because I'm focused on me. So unless you're trying to step into your spotlight and you're trying to ask me how you can get to your spotlight, I can help you get there, but I'm not going back into the dark space, because see, the energy that you need from me is going to require me to now start to put myself on the back burner, because having those conversations are no longer fulfilling for me. So if I go back and I sit on the phone with you for hours and I let you rant about something that you're going to be ranting about tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, if I go back into that space, that's me going back to the girl that put herself on the back burner, that allows herself to be so emotionally and mentally drained that she has no energy for herself. And I just refuse to go back to that space, which is why I am stepping into this new era, which is why I now have this newfound energy, this newfound confidence, where I can get up, I can go to the gym, I can invest in myself, I can figure out, okay, I'm going to meal prep on this day. I can still do my podcast while also making content that is fulfilling to me. I want to really invite you guys into my world. Now, I don't have any crazy stuff going on. I'm not always outside. Listen, I am just a regular girl trying to live a regular, lovely, freeing life where I live by my own rules. I do my own thing. And if it's not something that is fulfilling to me, I let it go. Everything that is connected to me right now is for a purpose. Every person that is connected to me for right now is for a purpose. And if you don't fit within that program, then maybe this just isn't the season for us to be connected, and that's okay. I love you no less. We all have to understand that. And I really wanted to share this episode because if you're hearing this right now and you've made it this far, this episode is especially for you because this probably resonates with you, especially if you are a woman, especially if you are a parent, especially if you are a caregiver, especially if you are someone that's just always having your phone going off because somebody's texting you with a problem, somebody needs you for something, somebody's always waiting for you to fix something and come to their aid. This is especially for you because it's our time to shine now. We've been the supporting cast long enough. We've sacrificed our happiness. We've sacrificed our dreams. We've sacrificed our goals. We've sacrificed our peace. We've done it far too long, and it's time for us to start a new era. No, you can't go back in time. No, you can't get all of that time back. No, you can't start over from ground zero because you needed all of those things to happen in order for you to understand the perfect thing about this situation is you know how to build a star because you've been building them. You've been feeding everyone else, making sure they get what they need so they can rise up and go to the places that they want to go to. Now, granted, they're probably not literal stars, but you pushed them to get to new heights. You sacrificed what you needed to do and what you should have been doing for yourself. God was in your ear telling you, hey, go this way. But you felt so much guilt that you just couldn't listen. You refused to listen because you're like, no, I hear you telling me to go over here, but I just don't feel right leaving them. I just don't feel right. So we lie to ourselves and we convince ourselves, oh, that's my selfish talking. Because God couldn't be telling me to let them sit over there and wait for his message to come to them. He has to be telling me, sacrifice yourself and sit here and you give them all of your energy and you be left with nothing. And you wait for me to come around and tell you job well done. Even though you didn't do the thing that I told you to do, I told you to go left. And you went right because you felt bad for leaving them behind. You didn't leave them behind. You left them with me. Trust me. They're in good hands because who are you to save them? I'm here telling you where to go. What if me telling you to go left was to allow them the opportunity to follow you? You're the leader. People are going to follow you. So I need you to move first because they're coming to you looking for answers. And sometimes the answers that you need to give them is not verbal, it's physical. Let them watch you do what you're doing. Let them see your journey. Let them see your road to greatness. And then, just then, they can see how I'm working on you and how I got you there. And instead of them now wanting to come to you, they'll want to come to me. They'll want to come to me. Because you're going to tell them, hey, listen, I usually put myself on the back burner. I'm usually running to you. But God told me not to. God told me to be still. God told me to focus on me. And I listened to him, and this is where it got me. So maybe, just maybe, I don't mind you calling me sometimes here and there, but maybe you need to start listening to God the way I do. And maybe you wouldn't need to call me so much. Maybe then you can become the star on your own and not constantly having someone that you need to lean on, not constantly feeling the need to pull on someone to pull them down where you're at. And now we can all walk together, hand in hand, side by side, nobody pulling the other one down, nobody feeling like they're suffocating in this relationship because it's only one-sided. So before I get out of here, I want to leave you with this. God is always talking to you. He's speaking to you right now. I'm literally giving this message because apparently this is what God wanted me to say, because I planned on talking about something completely different. So hear me when I say you are a star in your own right, and you deserve to follow whatever footsteps it is that God has planted for you. And sometimes we make decisions as humans because we connect to people, we feel for people, we empathize and sympathize for people, and we're willing sometimes to sacrifice ourselves and put everything to the side to help the next person. But there's only so much work you can do, and sometimes leaving that person in God's hands is the best thing that you can do, because you don't want to continuously be disobedient just so you can continue to get instant gratification. There's an addiction that comes along with people telling you how great you are, how they love you, they don't know what they would do without you, how you always show up, how you always fix things. There's an addiction that comes with that. At some point, you start needing it just as much as they need you. At some point, you try to find things that you can fix in people because you love getting that pat on the back instead of you doing what you need to do for you. You're in search of something that they can't give you, and now you're both holding each other in low places, in places that you're not meant to be in. So I want to encourage you to listen to God when he's talking to you. Don't question it, don't second guess it. If it's on your heart to do it, God is the only person that can touch your heart. So if it's on your heart to do it, if it's on your heart to let the phone go to voicemail, if it's on your heart to end the call a little bit sooner, if it's on your heart to walk away from that person and cease contact completely, that doesn't make you a bad person. That makes you an obedient person. And that is going to take you to a place that you never thought that you could be, where you're having healthy relationships, where you're holding healthy conversations, and you're not betraying yourself in the process. I want to thank you guys so much for sitting through this episode. I'm your girl, Jess. This is Her Clarity Space. And remember, the road does not always have to be clear in order for you to have clarity. I will see you guys next week.